it actually has helped me tremendously in my life look way cooler and smarter than I really am. And, he's the big part of, at least half of why we're where we're at, and so again, I can't talk more, respectfully of a human being than my brother.
I got to
and
tell
I'm
you,
super
man.
fortunate.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to get this in, and I don't want to take much more of your time than an hour, and we're bumping up on an hour. I have a sister, and we're best friends, and there's nothing. Well, I shouldn't say there's nothing, but it pains me to hear stories of siblings that don't talk to each other or don't like each other or hate each other. And it's so warming to hear you speak about your brother the way that you do, and to know that, I mean, there's been a few times where I'm talking to you and you never, I'm still getting to know you. And I've asked you, like, everything's good with you and your brother? Because you never know. Like, you hear stories of siblings, eventually ripping each other's throats out. And it's clear to me that I have never asked him about you. He may have different things to say about you, but it's clear to me that from your perspective, you guys could go through hell and back, and you will have each other's back. And I'm stoked to hear you say that, because, like I said, as a guy who has a sibling and cannot imagine not speaking to my sister or not having my sister as a best friend. It's such a shame to hear those stories of people who have siblings that don't get along. So kudos to that, or cheers to that, man. I'm stoked to hear the level of respect you have for your brother. And I can only assume, like I said, I haven't spoken as much to Josh as I have to you, but I can only assume that the respect goes both directions.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, there are times where we definitely want to kill each other.
Yeah, but that's what makes it good, man.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's the thing is, if he was just like me, I probably wouldn't like him, and so it's challenging, just like any relationship at some points. But man, you're right. It pains me when I see families and they're just like, they just don't care. And we grew up. My whole family grew up so tight. It's just awesome. I do have a sister. She's awesome. She's an awesome human being, and I have a nephew on that side, and then my mom passed from cancer, and my dad's still around. So, and we're all close. It's crazy. It's like, I can't relate to families and people that aren't connected to each other. And I think that's back to Baja. I think that's the beauty of Baja is you go down there and you have these experiences, and then you become connected to these people like they're your extended family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And especially when you're in the middle of nowhere and they come bail you out of a jam, it creates this incredible bond, that
or even better yet, they know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And then you just expanded your network by 3. And that happens all the time.
Totally happens.
I want to go back real quickly to this authentic thing to just kind of circle back to this podcast and me. We've been all over the map. Right, we've talked about the Legends Rally, we've talked about your business, we've talked about your family, and that that's authentic me. That's Ryan Thomas. So those of you that are listening, if you thought all you were going to hear about was Baja, if you thought all you were going to hear about was just stories of Baja, you will get that. But the reality of it is that I'm a person that I like to talk to people. And I use this podcast. It's linked with Baja, and there's always a Baja component to it. But I'm authentically interested in people and their lives. And I really want to thank you, Matt, for taking the time to share more than just the Legends Rally. And I know that it's important, for people that I ask to spend time with me. There needs to be somewhat of a reason for it. And we'd love to see people asking questions, and getting a hold of you to find out more about the Legends Rally. So let's give listeners the opportunity to do that right now. How do they find out about it? What's the URL? Is there a phone number? When's the next one? Give us a quick rundown on the Legends Rally and how listeners can find out more about it. And then I'm going to gracefully bow out of here and say thank you for your time.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's funny. You know what the URL is? thelegendsrally.com. How about
Wonderful.
that? Right? The next one will be in January. We'll be upping the frequency. Next year, we'll probably be doing 4 in Baja and a couple in the United States because we've been getting a lot of requests, to do them in the U.S. as well. So, yeah, just stay tuned for those dates announcements. We're kind of working through the optimum dates as well as routes. That's one thing, I really want to talk about is we changed the routes. So not every single one is the same. So, this Legends Rally was the first time that we've had all newbies. We get a lot of repeat guys and girls come on the Legends Rally, and they usually do it 3 or 4 times. So, and we're just, we're doing Upper Baja. We're about to, it looks like in January, we're going to do a peninsula run. So that's going to be a good one. It's going to be a long one because, man, it's really hard to cram everything that peninsula has to offer in a week. So we're going to stop and do some fishing and stop at a couple other places for a day and rest, and really just, take in the peninsula. So that one will be close to 10 days from start to finish. And all your vehicles will be transported back. So again, it's just like you don't have to lift a finger. We'll take care of everything, and you're just going to have a good time. So, yeah, stay tuned to the Legends Rally on Instagram, Facebook. And we'll update everybody as we launch our dates for 2020.
And that was thelegendsrally.com, legends plural, rally singular.com. And
yep.
I'm gonna just go on record here one more time. I got damn close to 1 million miles guiding tours in Baja, so don't forget to reach out to me if you need some help there, buddy.
Definitely won't. We just got to get you a UTV and you're dialed.
Right on. Well, once again, guys, This has been Matt Martelli. What were you going to say? I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was just going to thank you for, having me on. I always love hanging out and talking with you and definitely, sharing, as Cameron would say, sharing the stoke of Baja with everybody.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise. So again, this has been Matt Martelli. I'm Ryan Thomas. This is the Baja Sessions. Tune in next week. We'll have more interesting stories from interesting people somehow linked to the majestical peninsula of Baja California. We're signing off. Don't forget to check out thebahamap.com if you'd be interested in owning a leather-bound 60-inch canvas map of the Baja Peninsula. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Baja Sessions. We'll be back next week to chat with another Baja brother or sister. And until then, Viva Baja!
This episode of The Answer is Yes Baja Sessions is brought to you by Baja Bound Insurance Services. Driving to Mexico? You can buy and print out your Mexican auto insurance policy online in minutes with their easy-to-use website. They also have great travel information to help you plan your trip south of the border. Visit bajabound.com.